John and Jane's marriage had been simmering with tension for years, but when their secret identities are exposed, all that bottled up frustration explodes, quite literally, into an all-out war inside their own home. It starts subtly. John arrives home, knowing exactly who Jane really is. He steps inside cautiously, scanning the room. Jane, ever the strategist, is already ahead of him. The lights flicker, tension thick in the air. They exchange words, short, clipped, and loaded with unspoken emotions. Then, John reaches for a drink. The glass shatters. Jane has fired the first shot. What follows is one of the most intense, creatively destructive fight scenes ever filmed. John dives behind the couch, flipping over furniture as bullets rip through the walls. Jane moves with surgical precision, using the environment to her advantage, ducking behind kitchen counters, sliding across floors, firing without hesitation. John retaliates with brute force, throwing objects, smashing through doors, firing wildly as he tries to keep up with his methodical wife. The fight turns into a cat-and-mouse game through their once peaceful home. The dining room table is reduced to splinters as Jane flips it for cover. A knife is thrown with pinpoint accuracy. John barely dodges it. The camera moves with frantic energy, capturing the chaos as the Smiths turn their house into a war zone. Then comes the kitchen standoff, a deadly dance. Jane strikes first, precise and controlled. John deflects, counterattacks with brute strength. Every move is calculated, every strike fueled by years of suppressed emotions. It's not just about survival, it's about proving who's the better assassin. The tension reaches its peak when John finally gains the upper hand, pinning Jane against the wall. They're both exhausted, bruised, and out of breath. Guns are raised, fingers on triggers, silence. Then, John exhales, lowers his gun. For the first time, there's hesitation, not out of fear, but out of love. Jane stares at him, her own gun still aimed, but she can't pull the trigger either. The anger, the resentment, it all fades, replaced by something far more dangerous: passion. And just like that, their war ends the only way it could, with an explosion of rekindled love. But their problems are far from over. Just when they think they've survived the worst, their agencies decide that if they won't kill each other, someone else will. Cue the high-speed highway chase. John and Jane barely have time to catch their breath before armored SUVs come barreling toward them. In a stolen minivan, because, of course, they had no time to grab anything cooler, they swerve through traffic, dodging gunfire. Jane, ever the perfectionist, calmly reloads her weapon, taking out one vehicle with a single precise shot. John, on the other hand, has a more reckless approach, slamming the minivan into another car, sending it flipping through the air. The action is relentless. The minivan spins out, and the couple barely escapes before bullets rip through it. John shouts, "We need to work together." Jane scoffs, "Oh, now you want to communicate?" Even in life-or-death situations, their banter never stops. Then comes the grand finale. A department store, a last stand against a small army. They burst through the glass doors, side by side. The aisles become their battleground, with bullets tearing through shelves of home goods and clothing racks. John, ever the brute force, grabs a shotgun off an enemy, using it to blast his way forward. Jane, the surgical assassin, moves with deadly precision, taking out opponents with swift, calculated strikes. And then, the moment of perfect synchronization. They're back-to-back, surrounded. No way out. For a brief second, they exchange a look. No words needed. They know exactly what to do. In perfect unison, they spin, fire, take cover, reload, move. Every shot lands. Every motion is seamless. The once rival assassins are now an unstoppable team. When the dust settles, the store is in ruins. The assassins sent after them, taken down. The Smiths, more alive than ever. They walk away, hand in hand, bruised but victorious. And just like that, their marriage is saved by war, bullets, and a whole lot of destruction.
Conducive to the
Ask
free
us the
flow.
sex question.
Well, that